You might be wondering what I got with my gift card. Well, guess what? I didn't even spend it all. I still got $23 left. Woo! Got a bunch of flower seeds, which are sitting on top of my other seeds. So here is what I got. I got 2 cypress mulch to do down here because we're still getting weeds. You might be wondering what happened here to the beautiful grass that I grew. And then we got 3 mushroom compost for when we start to plant. So let's continue on with the to-do list, mulching. And here's a pet. It's Frankie. What you doing, Frank? The first thing that needs to be done is, of course, giving Dave some loving. And then it's time to get to work pulling out the last of the weeds. Laying down this cypress mulch has been an absolute game changer for both weeding and not weeding. What I mean by that is, the mulch protects me from having to weed as often, and if weeds do pop up, they're much easier to pull out. Under here, our native soil is heavy clay that bakes rock hard in the sun, along with the weed roots trapped inside it. When you put mulch on top of this soil, our native giant earthworms pull the nutrients down into the clay and slowly start to transform it, making the soil healthier and the weeds easier to remove. Now we're going to move on to the white elephant in the room. What happened to the grass? It's a sad tale of watching it slowly turn brown, patch by patch, without really knowing what was happening, until it was too late. By the time most of the grass was gone, I realized that the culprit was lawn grubs. But don't worry, we will rebuild. I'm outlining the area where we want our new grass patch using cypress mulch, and then I'm spreading out one of the mushroom compost bags to define the planting area. I've actually been preparing this space all summer long by pulling out weeds and adding lawn clippings to help build the new soil. I've decided to wait until closer to winter to rebuild, and this time we're going to try direct sowing and see how that goes. You might notice I pulled out some existing grass. That was crabgrass, and this will be kikuyu grass, which, as you saw from the earlier photo, is objectively gorgeous, even though the crabgrass seems completely immune to lawn grub attacks. I'm also experimenting with transplanting a small patch of grass from the other side of the house. Now that the area is fully prepared, we'll sow the grass seed tomorrow. So we just need to pin back the side of this bed with these little weed mat pins and get our aisle looking all nice again. This year, we don't need to put any more cypress mulch down the aisles. It's all compacted in. I like to keep it lower than the sides of the beds. We've made the beds with just gutter guard, and then we pin them in with the weed mat pins. Simple as that. But every year we just fix it up a little bit, weed down the aisle. As I said, this is just totally maintenance stuff. This is everything that we achieved today. We got the mulch down, we've got the grass bed ready for planting tomorrow, and we've got the aisle done. We've been spending about an hour each day on this garden, and after about a week, we're going to be ready to go and plant.